my name is James and welcome to Mirror Domains. And this is a movie review for Terminator Dark Fate that is directed by Tim Miller and stars Linda Hamilton, Mackenzie Davis, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this is the fifth, it is the fifth. No, it's the sixth. Oh my God, Terminator 6. Wow, guys. So this came out over the weekend, and I did see it, and I gotta tell you this. I'm gonna mix in some spoilers after I give you my score, because this is the movie where it should have 2 reviews out, but it's not being very well received. And with that in mind, I'm just gonna not bother by creating 2 videos. I'm just gonna give it to you straight up. This movie basically it's the exact same as Terminator 2, guys. It's a sophisticated robot sent back in time to destroy somebody, and they get a protector to come back to protect that one person. And hey, look, Sarah Connor's there. Isn't that cool? But where's John Connor? I wonder where he is. Why? What happened to him? And the movie does explain that, and that's where a lot of people have had a lot of mixed reviews of the way that it's kind of come off. The synopsis just briefly reads, Sarah Connor and a hybrid cyborg human must protect a young girl from a newly modified liquid Terminator from the future. Newly modified. And that's it. It's kind of like the same ingredients in the recipe for a Terminator movie, but it's just kind of like, well, you didn't really do anything different with it, you know? And that's kind of a bummer. It didn't jump out at me and say, yeah, man, you got to go see this movie because of this. I can't say that to you, and that's a real bummer. If you are a fan of the franchise, I guess you would want to see it because just out of mere curiosity to see what they did with it. But I'm going to tell you that if you were a fan of the franchise, then you probably will not like it. Yeah. Here's this too. If you've never seen a Terminator movie, you may actually like this because you have no idea what became before this. It's just oh my God, I don't know what to say about this. Mackenzie Davis as the hybrid cyborg. I thought she was great. She did a fantastic job. I actually liked seeing her character on the screen, and I liked learning about her. But the new girl that they're trying to protect, this Danny character by Natalia Reyes, I was just kind of like, oh man, she loses her brother and her father right away, and it's kind of like, that should mean something to you. And she starts to feel sad for them, and then it's just kind of like, nah, they're gone. It's whatever. And she's just carrying on as if nothing really happened. It's just, the new Terminator, played by Gabriel Luna, the Rev 9, he can split from being liquid into having his endoskeleton walking around. Okay, that looked it was an interesting idea, but the visual effects are just not there. The visual effects are not there to carry it. And as I said, this is just kind of like a repeat of T2, and it's kind of like, well, if you're not really doing anything new with it, why am I watching this? And that's the kind of like the feeling that you get at the end of it. It's kind of like, okay, all right. I didn't hate it. I didn't like go, that stinks. And there's a good reason why somebody would say that. I'll give you that. I'll talk about that after my score. But it's just kind of like, no, this isn't it, guys. You're still not understanding the Terminator franchise here. And that's a real bummer because you're killing the Terminator franchise by making movies like this. And that's a real bummer. It's a real bummer. All right, that's my review. I'm going to give you my score here. Here's the score sheet. Quickly, it's a 5.5 out of 10. It's just above par, just barely, because of the way that I liked that Sarah Connor was back and Arnold. And, of course, Mackenzie Davis. 5.5 out of 10 for Terminator Dark Fate. All right, let's talk about some spoilers. Some things that, well, will definitely rub people the wrong way. And it's in the opening, even before the movie really starts. They kill John Connor, straight up. And it was kind of interesting to see a de-aged Edward Furlong. But again, if they'd stopped the machines and they're in this new timeline where Legion is now the future and not Skynet, then where did this other Terminator come from? Because they weren't making Terminators like that. Legion didn't make Terminators like that, did they? That wasn't very well explained. I'm not, it's just kind of like, well, unless I missed something, like I wasn't paying attention during the movie, but I mean, who knows? Anyway, this Terminator kills John Connor, and that is where a lot of people dropped off and said, no, I don't want anything more to do with this, because you built up John Connor's character so much in the second one. It was kind of like, many people have made the comparison to Alien 3, where you just killed the two of the main characters right even before things get started. We don't even get to see that much. It's kind of it's like a real bummer, and it kind of negates everything that happens at the end of T2, where the other robot, the other Arnold, sacrifices himself so that the future doesn't go on. And it's kind of like, well, why did you put yourself in the middle then? And if this was going to happen anyway, I would have just said, hey, stick around, because you never know, and we could still use your protection. It's just kind of like, you start off asking yourself those questions right off immediately in your head, and you're like, man, that sucks. and that's why I said in my review there before, is that if you've never seen any of the Terminator movies before, maybe then this, it doesn't impact you. You don't really care about that. It's just kind of like, okay, well, I can buy that. And for me, I kind of bought it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the story choice. I just kind of like, why are you killing characters that we already like? You don't have to have the same kind of Terminator story each and every time. You just have to continue the story. Just continue the story. What happened to Sarah and John afterwards? Instead of having them kind of refresh the story and replace John Connor with Natalia Reyes. And that's all they did, is they just replaced John Connor. And it's kind of like, why? Why? What? And that's ultimately what you're going to feel about this movie, is you're just going to be like, ugh. And it bombed at the box office. So, that's what you're going to get when you're watching Terminator Dark Fate. I kind of had higher hopes for this, and it's just, it's done. It's done, guys. Terminator's done. It's no more. I did like all the interactions with the older, T-800 Carl. I like that stuff. That was the best part of the movie. I'll always watch Schwarzenegger. I think, he still, has earned that right that I will still go out and watch his movies regardless. And but other than that, I think Terminator's done. What did you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. All right, that's it. YouTube is recommending a video for you to watch right there, and you can see my latest one, well, just right up here. My name is James, and you're watching Mirror Domains. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe.